surge of energy, spark of inspiration. The breath of love is electricity. We're endlessly rocking, discussing Out of the Cradle by Rush.
Every Rush song.
Do y'all like this song? Tim? Jay?
I like
Fake freeze.
Word silent.
do you like my fake freeze? I liked this song kinda.
Not your favorite?
No, not my favorite.
Oh.
Didn't hate it.
I wanted more excitement from you. I'm disappointed.
I'm not on the same level as Jay.
Yeah.
There are lots of bits and pieces of the song that I really like.
Yes.
However, if I was the record executive, I said, guys, it's too many songs. We got to cut one. I think this one would be the one.
Really?
Even as much as like Ghost Rider and it just depresses me.
Yeah. Well, there's no way Ghost Rider was going to be cut from this album.
Right. So I mean, there's lots to, especially the very beginning of the song. It reminds me of some little impromptu jams that they would do, like maybe in the middle of La Villa Strangiato or closer to the heart, or Stop It Down, about to introduce, when Alex would introduce the band, and they may do some like little impromptu jam.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. The beginning of the song doesn't sound like that Alex and Geddy was like, okay, I've got this idea for this song, so let's work out this part right here, blah, blah, blah. No, it was, hey, guys, we've been working really hard. Let's just jam a little bit. And came up with this. Lyrically, I mean, nothing really just absolutely sticks out to me. There's many things.
Oh, sorry. That wasn't an opinion.
There's many points in the song where I really like Geddy's higher register vocals. I thought he was going up there. Right. Now, but I don't care for the Geddy tunes in this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that.
I'll allow it this once.
On this one, I don't really care for it. But, it's a song that it's probably off of this album my least listened to song.
Well, it is the last song on an album with a lot of songs. What if it was earlier in the album? Would that change things?
You know what? Maybe.
But I think it's it's still telling his story, about what he's been going through. I think.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
I want to hear more about that.
I think in this one the music tells a story, and I don't know if you guys noticed this. At least it's what it sounds like to me. At the very beginning, you've got the rhythmic bass and cymbals, then it sounds like, to me, it sounds like an idling motorcycle. And then about 10 seconds in,
yes.
And then 10 seconds in, I swear I hear a sound that sounds like the revving of a motorcycle.
Oh.
It's like 10 seconds in.
Hold that thought, Jay, because there's a lot of things in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think if we have the music with it, if you tell us that, it'll make a lot of sense.
Okay.
With that part of the song.
Excellent.
All right, cool. All right, and I have a question for you. I just thought of it, and we haven't played a snippet yet. So I'll play the snippet, and then I'll ask you the question, Tim.
Sure.
Tim, what if that recording had been on Counterparts and had that sound to it, that bass sound, that drum sound, that there wasn't a lot of of ride cymbal there, but the ride cymbal sound that we like from Counterparts. Do you think that might have made a difference if it had that Counterpart sound? You know what? I am tired of both of you.
No. It would have been my least favorite song off of Counterparts. Now, again, every Rush song fan person, when I say that there's a Rush song I don't care for, doesn't mean I don't like the song. I love all Rush songs.
Like Rivendell.
It's just my least favorite from that album. Now, if on this particular album, if you take away Earthshine, One Little Victory, Ceiling Unlimited, Sweet Miracle, they're not on the album, then this song is going to be one of my medium favorite songs from the album with all the other songs. Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I'm a huge Billy Joel fan, and I love all the songs, but I don't necessarily love them so much that I'll listen to them. For example, when We Didn't Start the Fire starts playing, do I turn it off every time? Absolutely. Because I just am so tired of that song. But it doesn't mean I don't like the song. I used to love it.
But wait a second. Even today, after watching this one particular episode of The Office so many times, and you just don't start singing, Ryan started the fire.
You know, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. That's funny.
Now, if you're just listening to the Stormfront album, do you skip it when you're listening to the album?
It
is on Stormfront, right?
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
All right. Now I'm very interested in the motorcycle thing. So here's the beginning.
Okay.
Jay, walk us through this motorcycle ride that you've been enjoying for the past few weeks.
All right. Well, it's really today. See? Idly. Hear it?
Yeah, it was just a room real quick.
Oh, that thing?
Oh. No, I don't think it was a zoot. No. I think it was a room.
Yeah, it's about 10 seconds in. So you hear the start, you got the idling going on, and then you got
right there. No, you're not hearing it. What is wrong with you?
I have water in my ear.
Right there. It only happens the one time.
It's a bass thing, though, right? It's the bass going like a do-do-do-do-do-do.
No.
It literally sounds like a motorcycle revving. There. Did you hear it?
Okay. No. To me, it doesn't sound like a motorcycle. It sounds like a more bassier sound of a zipper being zipped up. So go to 8 seconds.
Really good motorcycle thought there, Jay.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going with a zipper.
I'm sorry, Tim had to ruin a very poignant and sorry.
I hear that too.
Yeah.
But I like to think of it as a motorcycle because of the idling
and it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
especially considering, this whole thing.
Yeah, I was just trying to come up with something else because it was very obvious Shayne was not hearing a motorcycle room.
I hear the room sound, but it's the bass. It's at you're trying to tell us it's the bass going do 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 do. Well, he's not. It's a room,
and it's not the bass. I don't know what it is.
I think it was the sound of somebody zipping up their pants.
They just put the mic right by the zipper, right there by the YYK zipper. Is that what they're called?
Hey, Billy Joel did it in one of his songs. He had the actual sound of his motorcycle, or was it a zipper? Either way.
I always confuse those two things also. And
So
Jay, yes, go on.
I have some thoughts on the song, that as I was listening to it, I wrote down some notes. Is this song about rock and roll, or about how we've been moving and changing and evolving from the day we're born? Nothing is promised. Shit happens, good or bad. According to my sources, this song was inspired by Walt Whitman's poem Out of the Cradle, Endlessly Rocking, which came out in 1858, shortly after Tim was born.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember when that was in the top 10.
Oh, yeah.
He bought it.
Right.
He bought the album the day it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's in the poem, it says it's about loss and love and life and death, and the rhythm that is given to life from the beginning that continues throughout. It's not a race. It's a journey. It's not the road. It's the ride.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
If I do say so myself.
Thank you.
I thought the same thing. I'm glad I didn't have to mention it. Thank you, Jay.
Of course. And of course, it brings to mind the great famous philosopher Ferris Bueller, who once said, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it."
True.
Yeah, but didn't Ferris Bueller also say that he doesn't believe in isms?
Does he? I don't know. I don't believe in goats.
He also tried to take mileage off of a car by running it in reverse. So how smart could he have been?
Wasn't the sharpest knife, I guess.
But he did eat at one of the finest eating establishments in downtown Chicago, posing as the sausage king of Chicago.
I need to see that movie again. When's the last time you guys saw that? Wonder if it holds
1948.
Long time. Yeah, about the same for me. I think I saw it right after the Walt Whitman poem came out.
I saw it as a double feature. It was Ferris Bueller's Day Off and then the premiere of The Wizard of Oz.
Was that the same week the Bible came out?
Wow. I'd like to apologize.
The same week. Yes. The same week. Yes.
Wow. I think I like the song more than y'all do. I added it to my workout mix because to me it's exciting and gets you pumped
Again,
up.
I don't like the way you phrase that, because you make it sound like that we're saying we don't like the song. I do.
I said I like it more.
There is 13 songs on this album.
I would rate it towards the higher end of my rankings on this album.
Yeah. I wouldn't, but I have to say, kind of riding on Tim's coattails, I find something good about every single song. There's something in every song that I really love.
Yeah, sure. I think the song's a little long. I think this is a song that they could have cut out a good minute and a half of it. Maybe not repeat the chorus as often. Yeah.
And it's more like the extended fade thing, because they only do the chorus really once and like a half maybe at the end, but then they have a longer extended, and then the interludes not quite as exciting as some of their other lead sections or interludes.
Why do you like it so much? What about it makes you want to put it up higher on your?
To me it's just and that's a funny thing too, is I've heard people talk about it being a depressing downer song, but to me it's a feel good song. To me, it gets me going, gets me excited.
Yeah, because the music of it, the tempo of it, the energy of it is all up. It's all positive to me.
Maybe that's why
my issue is that I haven't taken the time to actually trying to understand what the lyrics mean, so I can't get depressed about it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, and I've tried, and sometimes it seems like it's about life. I mean, pretty much exactly what Jay said. I could just ditto Jay. Sometimes it seems that like it's about love, because the Walt Whitman poem, right? It's about death. I think the gist of that poem is he has to die to become the artist, something along those lines. You know how dramatic poets were.
Well, and I think personally, it's like, speaking of, there's one line in there that I absolutely love, and do I know what it means? No, but I absolutely love it. It's a smile on the edge of sadness. It's a
Yeah.
dance on the edge of life, a smile on the edge of sadness. That's a beautiful line. It's like, yeah, you're smiling, but you're still.
It's kind of like the pain of a crush or something, like an unrequited crush. And it hurts because that other person doesn't feel the same way. But then it's still kind of fun and exciting that you have that. I'm sorry, Tim, but I just can't be with you right now. This isn't a good time of life for me, Tim. So
he's breaking up with you right here on every Rush song.
And so and then there's the line about love is the breath of love is electricity. Right. And in the speed of love, the first line is love is born with lightning bolts. So that's kind of why I think the song seems like it's about love. But then there's a lot of things that seem like it's more about time. So I'm thinking maybe just life in general, and it's better to, like a shark, it's better to be moving than to sitting still, right? It's not a race. It's not a place. It's a yearning, not an act. Like you're doing something, but attraction, you're doing something towards something. It's not like style, just a way to look or be or do something, but still an action. To me, it's kind of about movement, and just along with what Jay said, life is going to be rough sometimes, but just keep moving. And it's not a race. I hate to quote myself, but it's not the road. It's the ride. It's not a race. You're not hurting to get to the end. It's all about the journey, what happens along the way, what you can enjoy, what you can take in along the way. Like, why a road trip is better than flying. Flying, you zoom right over everything. You miss the entire country.
Absolutely.
Road trip.
I love that.
I
mean, I really think it's not the road, it's the ride. Perfectly describes this song. It's not the road, the ride. That's such a great song that you wrote for the 2003 Durango Brothers album.
I mean, thanks, Jay.
So great. Available on Amazon or wherever you can get music.
Or find music is streamed.
But no, I just think it's about, just keep going. Things are going to be thrown your way. It's going to be good. It's bad. You take it both. There you have the facts of life.
Smile on the edge of sadness. One of Jay's favorite lines. Tim, did you listen to the lyrics enough? Do you have a favorite line, I guess, from it?
No.
Mine is you don't have to. I mean, I hate you.
No, I don't. I don't.
And we're definitely breaking up now, but
no, there's nothing on this song. I like the musical parts better than I like the lyrics. Okay, because golly, this is going to sound harsh. Well, I feel like with what you're saying that the song could be about, if it's about life, if it's about love, I feel then he's repeating himself, because we've been hearing about this in the other songs.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're so tired about him talking about.
Get on with it.
Get on with it.
No,
it's just ride a motorcycle all around the continent.
Maybe the song is necessary as a conclusion to,
and it very well could be, and I'm cool with that. Again, it's not that I dislike the song; it's just not. It would be the one that I would cut off. And there's I like some of the musical jams in there, just like. What we opened up with and how it's going, and then it stops, but Neil's just still keeping time 16th notes, and you get the Getty slides on bass and stuff. I love that stuff.
Like in the pants zipping up really fast with the
and he does
with the motorcycle. Yes.
With the motorcycle.
And he does a lot
of motorcycle pants.
Right.
Ooh, leathers. He's always
Leather.
talking about his leathers
Yes.
in Ghost Rider.
And
Yes.
the other thing musically I like that he does at the very beginning is that he's where most of the time and anybody else probably would have been keeping time with 2 and 4 on the snare drum, but he's hitting a tom. Now he's done that in other songs, but really not as long as he does at the beginning of this one. Just do ga boom, hitting the tom. I like that.
Yeah.
But
Always does it.
again, song sucks.
And I'm more of the lyric per. I like paying it. I like good lyrics. That's why one of the reasons I really like them. And
yeah, that's because you like science and mythology.
And it'd be boring if we were just all three diving into the lyrics. So
and it's funny though, because I usually it depends on the music. I usually really appreciate the lyrics first and then the music. But with Rush, it's the music first. And then sometimes I really don't pay attention to the lyrics. So doing this podcast is helping me actually doing the deep dives and seeing, what the lyrics are really about. And I'm appreciating the songs that much more.
And that's kind of what I hope is that we help people, whether it's through the music or through the lyrics, get closer to the song, get into it more, and get that much more out of it. Hopefully we're enhancing your enjoyment of every Rush song. And I think my favorite line, a lot about love, it's a gift for the giving. It's the power with 100 names. I just love that line.
What does that mean?
There's so many different names and representations and symbols for love, I think.
For love
is what, yeah. And it could just be, I don't know. It just sounds cool too. It could be
does,
like,
yeah.
Like God, there's different names for God, some that were more appropriate to say and some that weren't, just anything like that whole, like that sort of thing with God having many names. And then complete other side, you've got like Set or Voldemort, who you're not supposed to say their name. It's taboo to say the name. Just anything like that, but the significance of the name is pretty cool to me. And then when he says a power with 100 names, that's just a badass line, I think.
I agree.
Well, but I got a question. I just want to know, what's it like? Love.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Well,
it hurts.
It's really a little something like this. I'm gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, when it's right, it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And we know that that time's always gonna be there
anyway. Have the high part.
Come
I can't
on.
do the high part.
I can't. Looking forward to after loving sex. And the thought of loving you is getting so excited. Sky rockets in flight.
Wow.
Oh, that was a complete and total waste of time.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. But look, Neil's smiling.
Oh, he enjoyed it.
He likes it.
He enjoyed it. He's happy. I'm happy.
That's
why I'm having a drink.
I was going to point out differences between the original and the remix on the intro, but I think we played it a lot of times listening for Jay's motorcycle pants zipper.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip to the part.
Motorcycle pants zipper.
Yeah, it's
that right there is the name of our next band.
I was just gonna say that. Motorcycle
like
pants
zipper.
All right. This is a cool part.
With
55 seconds.
Cigarettes.
Now, is that the opener or is that the background singers?
Who knows?
Who knows? Ooh, I love a good mystery. This is from the remix, 55 seconds, surge of energy, spark of inspiration, electricity. Tim, is this what you're talking about? Eighth notes on the floor tom, and it's kind of, there's a lot of it in the right speaker. And I'm going to play it on the original, because then on the original, it's just not even there. Check this out. Blow your mind.
Surge of energy, spark of inspiration. The breath of love is electricity. Maybe time is a burden.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, but that's not a kick drum, and that's
it's
not
pretty
a floor tom.
That, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That could be Getty's thumping of the bass.
Maybe so.
Because you can definitely, it's a distinctive kick drum sound, that, and he's doing the syncopated notes here and there, boom, 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 and he's still doing 16th notes on the hi-hat, so he can't be on the floor tom. I mean, the man was good, but let's be serious, okay?
Dubbed. Good point. Yeah,
I mean, possibly, or maybe it, because to me it's a thumping sound and it's much lower in the mix.
Yeah, you can feel it more than you can hear it.
Right.
And you probably can't hear it at all unless you're listening to headphones or have like some bass in your.
It's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah, me too. I need to start listening to this like with earbuds.
You should. And then here it is on the original where it's not there at all.
Surge of energy, spark of inspiration. The breath of love is electricity.
Yeah.
It's just not
it's
there.
Not there. It's not there at all.
Weird.
I know. Who would even record an album like that?
What was that? It sounded like the.
It was me taking a breath, stalling while I find
That
the
was
right
funny.
part of the song. All right, remix. This is at 105. Maybe time is a bird in flight. In fact, we probably just almost got there. And there's 4 different bass stinger slide things that are just super cool. There we go.
Maybe time is a bird in flight.
It's like a real
Yeah.
super fast.
Yes.
It's just it's super cool. Let's do the remix first, because the right speaker, there is just this crazy kind of guitar sound that's going to be, and the right speaker on the original. But here's the remix first, so you can compare and contrast. See there on this one, there's like a bam 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 dun 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 on the guitar line.
Yeah.
Now listen to the original. It's got a weird, and then you can kind of hear it echoing through. Just
on that version, it sounded more like
cool.
It sounded not like so much as a guitar part as just like noise,
like the echoing from the guitar.
Right, exactly.
Kind of
yeah,
very, very the edge-ish, like the edge of the. Back to you, Jay.
Well, thanks, Shayne. Back to you, Shayne. Tim?
Well, yeah, and as much as I like the song, as much as it rocks, that was really all I had for the snippets to play. So there it is.
So overall, I like the song.
Yeah.
I don't love the song. It's not my favorite song on the album, but it's got a lot of cool parts, and I love the parts you were pointing out with the bass.
I think I would like the song a lot more if it was just cut down by a minute and a half.
Yeah. Or maybe
Agreed.
5 minutes.
It could be shortened. Yeah.
Maybe just play the opening thing and then just stop.
Tim, add it to your workout mix. And next time you go to the gym.
That's kind of what I thought about Freeze. that part 4 of the Fear trilogy, I thought that would have been better suited as an instrumental, in my personal opinion.
It has some cool, a shorter
Yeah.
instrumental.
Yeah.
I like the lyrics to it, but I also agree that,
Yeah.
might have been a better instrumental.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? That's just what we think, which doesn't really matter.
We
I
know
mean,
nothing.
Tim might care what he thinks. I don't. Jay doesn't. But what do you think? That's what Tim and Jay and I all really care about. So let us know. Email us 2112@everyrushsong.com. Find us on the Sosh at Every Rush Song. Tim, if it doesn't disturb Neil too much behind you, could you take us to a gentle? Oh, yes, he is pleased with Tim now. Could you take us?
Yeah.
Take us home country road.
Thank you very kindly. Good night.